Data Jockey here, machine learning for Victorian racing. Race 7 at Moe, Friday 3 July 2026. Let us get straight into it. Quick summary for Race 7 at Moe before I get into the detail. One selection today, and when the model narrows it down to one, that is worth taking seriously. Evenview is the place selection, that is the model's pick for this race. Clean and simple. Stay with me though, because I am going to walk through exactly what the model is seeing here and why this one stands out from the field. 12 runners in Race 7 at Moe, with the top 3 taking the place dividend. The model's top pick here is not the favorite. That gap between the data and the market is exactly what this model was designed to find. Just one selection today, a place pick, no multi attached this time. Worth remembering, not every race gets a tip from this model, only when there is genuine value, and today there is one worth your attention. Before the picks, here is the short version of how this works, because it sets this channel apart from most tipping content out there. Every selection comes from a machine learning model trained on Victorian racing results, and it does not stop learning. Every race meeting feeds back into it, sharpening it over time. The key difference from almost everything else in this space, most models and most tipsters are chasing the winner. This one was built to chase something else entirely: place finishers. Horses that land in the top positions and pay a place dividend. That is a fundamentally different target, and it changes everything about how the model is built. It is simultaneously weighing dozens of variables across the full field: pace, distance, field composition, historical form, how each horse matches up against today's rivals specifically, all at once, in ways that are genuinely hard to replicate manually. Want the deeper methodology? It is linked in the description below. For now though, Race 7 is on the table and the model has a clear view on it. Let us get into the picks. On to pick 1 for Race 7. The model's top selection here is Evenview, currently 6th in the market, not the favorite, not the horse drawing the market's attention, just one the model rates well above where it is currently priced. That mismatch is the whole basis for the selection. I want to be upfront about something, since I think it is more useful than pretending otherwise. There is no single clean reason the model has chosen Evenview. That is genuinely not how the system works. It does not rely on one factor like a strong record at Moe or a preferred distance, the kind of reasoning a standard form guide leans on. The model takes a different path entirely, weighing dozens of variables at the same time. Track conditions, distance, field size, who else is racing today, historical patterns built from thousands of past Victorian races, all considered together, surfacing connections that are simply invisible to manual analysis. That is intentional. A one-sentence explanation would mean the model was unnecessary. What actually counts is this: the market has Evenview at 6th in the market. The model places it first for Race 7. That difference between market price and model confidence is where the value lives, and identifying that gap is the model's entire job. It does not matter whether the market eventually catches up or not. By the time it does, the value has usually already gone. Built specifically around place finishers rather than winners, a top ranking here means this horse fits the historical profile of horses that finish in the places, not necessarily the historical profile of horses that win outright. A different way of approaching the problem altogether. Evenview for the place, a top 3 finish in a 12-runner field, is what the model is backing for Race 7. For entertainment purposes only, please make your own informed decision before placing any bet. If you are following the full card today, all the race tips are in the playlist. One video per race, all uploaded before Race 1. Have a look at the other races and see which of the model's selections are relevant to you. Some punters combine multiple selections into a place multi. Check your wagering provider for how that works. Always make your own informed decision before placing any bet. And this is important, always check for scratchings before you consider placing anything. Horses get scratched on race morning and it can completely change the picture. The model's place selection for Race 7 is Evenview. Have a look at the playlist for the rest of the card. Subscribe if you have not already. I do this for every Victorian meeting, every race day, and it is completely free to follow along. And that is Race 7 Moe finished. Evenview was the place selection for this one, a single clear pick from the model. Every week the results go up publicly, good and bad alike, with nothing left off the record. That transparency is the fairest measure of whether this model is worth following over time. As always, this is purely for entertainment purposes. Please make your own informed decisions and gamble responsibly. See you in the next video.